soles of my feet so I can.
That's actually really ironic, considering the conversation we just had. Using the word.
What conversation did we just have? Do you want to share with the class?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But hello, everybody. We didn't do the show last week, didn't we?
I don't remember when I was born. I don't know anything.
When did you get that sweatshirt? Did you get that from Olive?
Yes, because it was raining and I didn't want to walk to the after party. I was wearing just like shorts and a cute top. So I paid way too fucking much money for it. And I don't like jackets like this. I never wear it outside of the house. But low-key, it's pretty comfortable. It's got the little all in Texas on the sleeve.
Oh my gosh, that's actually really nice.
It's pretty cute, low-key.
Look at you. You're all elite.
All right. Let me go ahead and change. Saying shit like that.
Hello, everybody. We didn't do a show last week. I just checked. It was Winter is Coming, and we didn't talk about it because if we did talk about it, I was going to. Actually, I can't say that on camera.
You can.
No.
How are we ever gonna get through this streamathon on Monday if you're gonna censor yourself?
Trust me, I can. I've actually done a 24-hour podcast.
I think that I can tempt you though. I think we're gonna get.
You can. I will say.
We're gonna get to about 8-9 p.m. and
You'll wear me down. I do have faith in you. Derogatory.
Wait, before we move on and talk about tonight's show, I want to plug that first at the beginning, right? Guys, on Monday, guess what me and Lyric are gonna do? We're gonna never shut the up. I know that's so I didn't. We're not gonna shut up for 10 whole hours. You might be saying, "Oh my God, what's their problem?" It's actually for charity.
Yes, for charity. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the flyer once now and then probably at the end as well, just so everybody has the details. We'll be live 12 p.m. EST to 10 p.m. EST on both of our YouTube channels, same way that you watch this show. Our unfortunately infinite holiday extravaganza that never ends for charity. You have no idea how long we worked on that name. All proceeds will be donated to Feeding America and World Central Kitchen through the platform that we've set up. You can actually just you can split your payment with both of them, so you don't have to choose which one you want to donate to.
If you were gonna choose, right? Feeding America was Lyric's choice. World Central Kitchen was my choice. So ideally, I would love to win, and have more people.
It's competition.
I think it's more fun if it's a competition.
We can convince. Here's the thing: I just didn't know what World Central Kitchen was. If I knew what it was, I probably would have picked it first too.
Well, but you didn't.
I thought it was.
Step one is knowing.
Many are saying this.
I'm totally kidding, guys. These are both great organizations. Make sure you donate. I actually do think it could be fun if we pretend ran a competition. Get and be Team Danny or Team Lyric, just so we could try to raise more money. I think that could be fun. But
the problem is we know all the same people.
I know plenty of people. I don't know anybody. And I was born yesterday. I don't know anything.
Why do you lie so bad?
I don't. All I do, you guys don't understand. Lyric has all the connections and everything. I show up, make a couple jokes about ass, and move on. Yes. But I was gonna bring it up because right, we got 10 hours to yap on Monday. If you guys have anything pressing, questions, comments, concerns, controversial takes you want to see, please let us know, and we will consider getting into it. Lyric and I can have an opinion about just about anything. I promise you that.
I don't know how much more controversial this show can get, but trust me, we're gonna. Try.
I'll find a way.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Should we go on the record about? Never mind. That's too.
I will say, if we do, we got to save that for the money stream. You can't do it today.
I wanted to clarify, right? One last thing before we start talking about this. I want to clarify, right? The donation links, right? Lyric and I are not handling the money at all. The donation links are going directly to those nonprofits. This is a crystal clear, clean exchange. We will never touch that money, never see that money.
Absolutely.
So it's just like a thing to be like, oh, like text BGW, just so it's like a fun little thing. But we will see none of that money. We will never touch it. Pinky,
correct.
Promise.
Correct. That was something I was super adamant about because I get really nervous.
Me too. I'm like, guys, I promise we're not scamming. We're not scamming.
Because like the last thing I need is, bro, me trying to put money in my account to send it off, and right then a bill auto draft, and then
oh my God, we're scammers.
Insufficient funds.
You know, guys, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but like, right, your girl got laid off recently. Not great news, but I was talking to my mentor earlier, and he was like, you know what? Jesus didn't get a real job till he was 30. And I was like, you know what?
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Hell yeah.
That's powerful.
But yeah, so make sure you tune in on Monday for the stream. We're so excited. It'll be something, that's for damn sure. There will be nothing like it on the internet. I promise you that.
Guarantee.
Promise you that.
We can guarantee it.
For better or for worse.
Derogatory.
And guys, you have to fucking watch, because if you don't watch, you know how fucking embarrassing that would be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the thing is,
the goal is to raise $1.
I do. Well, we've already done that. Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah, people have already started. No, people have already started donating. It's actually really nice. I almost cried earlier. It hasn't been like. Yeah, we currently have, let's see, $35 have been donated. So yeah, guys, and both people, 2 people have already donated, and both of them decided to split their payment. So yeah,
we're tied.
Yeah. So you know,
guys, don't split your payments. Just do it to World Central Kitchen. Okay. Think of the whole world. That's think of the whole world.
Oh, and the super cool thing that we're doing is the top 3 donors will get very special prize packs. So I'm not going to share who it is, but trust me, it's a wrestler that you all like, I like,
we all like.
It's not even
not very many of those.
We love.
This
wrestler has committed to submitting some stuff for top donors. I have a ton of stuff in my collection that I've never worn, that I will be giving away, literally. So, and then we're probably going to get some more stuff from some more people. I'm super excited. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're still like trying to figure out games and stuff. We're going to have to pass time with.
I got games.
You know what? I think we should just see how long we should play. How long can we actually talk about Kenny Omega?
Things to of the 10 hours.
Without running out of things to say. You know, so many Kenny fans have said, "Oh, I could talk about Kenny Omega for hours." Let's actually try it. Top 10.
The Kenny fan do holiday stream.
We actually also we got a whole bunch of people to sign up to join us.
You know, we should have told everybody that's coming on.
What?
Everybody that's coming on the show has to drop a verse.
We still can. We can still tell them.
But I want to make that a requirement so bad. Every single person that is coming on the show needs to have at least 16 bars. Drop a verse, and then Lyric and I at the top of the hour, every hour, are going to be dropping another verse.
I think, I'm going to be honest, I think we need to stay away from rapping as much as possible.
Why? Did something happen?
Who said that? Think black people need to like retire hip hop for the rest of the year. I think we need to just put that down. I think we just need to put that in a box. You know, just many are saying this. But if there's anybody that you would like to see within reason, anything that you would like us to do within reason,
doesn't have to be within reason. I'll do anything.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whatever.
Within reason. Any creators or podcasters or just regular day Twitter accounts that you would like us to see like finally come on, this show. We've probably already reached out to them. I'm gonna be honest. Probably reached out. I think I probably reached out to more quote unquote regular people than wrestling media people, because the girls are fun.
I don't know any wrestling media people, and they I'm so excited for everybody that has decided to come on, but like I literally don't know anyone, and this will be a really interesting first introduction because I have not decided if I'm going to be on my best behavior or not.
Here's the thing, though. You might not know everyone, but everyone knows you because you have a reputation for never being on your best behavior. So
I should shock everyone with 10 hours of hyper professionalism.
I think now that would scare the shit out of everybody.
That would be so boring.
I think it would just be terrifying. I think it would literally, for me especially, it would be terrifying. Like Danny randomly texted me during Dynamite and said, like, hey, I rode past the Olive Garden and thought of you, derogatory. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
I thought it was sweet. I'm thinking of you.
Yeah, and then you intentionally put derogatory at the end. So
I wanted you to know it wasn't a good thought, but exactly. I was thinking of you. My God, I can't do anything right.
What's wrong with you?
I literally, you know what? That's a really great question. If you had to guess and you had to describe what was wrong with you in 3 words, what would you say?
I think I'm neurodivergent. I'm almost positive. And
what's wrong with you, though?
Well, no, I don't think it's anything like quote unquote wrong with me, but I do think that it definitely affects other traits in me and amplifies some of my more or less flattering traits. Should probably get that checked out. What else is wrong with me? I think sometimes I can be a little too dreamy. Like,
I don't think that's the thing.
I definitely think it is. Like, I think like sometimes I can romanticize the world around me a little bit too much, of just like, and believe in like
that crazy. I'm sorry.
Maybe naive a bit at times. But also on the same flip side, I'm also very pessimistic at the same time too. So
yeah, that's why I don't think those things are true about you. I think they cancel each other out, actually.
Yeah, like I'm either a super optimist or like a mega pessimist. I don't really have a balance, and I think like that's probably an issue. Don't know why that happens though. And what else?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know when to shut up.
See, that's my thing. I do know when to shut up, and then I just don't do it. That's my problem. It's like, no, I can feel that this is the line. However, I'm crossing it 90% of the time.
Boop, boop. Damn.
But the comment that Danielle's joining the war on bullying on the side of bullying is crazy. And I want to make that my Twitter header so bad. That's so
correct. I'm going to screenshot that for you so you can have it.
I already did.
Oh.
I already did. I have, guys, I'm making like maybe I shouldn't tell you in case I forget, but I'm making like a best of the Dynamite Diaries this year. And so I've been going back and like watching all the episodes, and it includes like, yes, Lyric and I's funny moments, but like y'all's funniest moments in the chat. I also have those, right? So, this is a family space. It is a family space. And sometimes, what does your family do? Plot on you, right? So just think of it like that.
I will say I find myself rewatching episodes of this show quite a bit. And honestly, we've been doing it for a while. 2 years now. Has it been 2 years? Or
we forgot our anniversary. Yeah, our anniversary. November.
We've been doing this show for what? 2 years now? Or 1 year? 1 year?
I don't know.
You and a half. Whatever. It's been well over a year though. I do know that for a fact.
I'd never rewatched them. Like literally.
I've only just started rewatching them, but I also had like a depressive episode recently, and so I really needed to laugh. And so that was.
People make you laugh.
Yes, I either watch the episodes of this show or Black Girl Wrestling. No joke. Like I do because like you don't give a fuck.
I probably should. That's why I'm like, maybe if I rewatch some of this stuff, then I would like maybe like change my tone.
No. Never change. I think you kept me alive.
I can't be alive. Someone literally told me like today. Okay, I have to talk about this. We're gonna end the show at midnight because if we talk about everything that happened today, we will not have anything to talk about on Monday. So we were like, oh, let's be a brief little show, right? So I'm gonna talk about this first. Maxwell. Scarf. I'm actually not going to talk about that comment. I'm going to talk about before, right? Because when, like, the spoilers came out, right, of that, okay, he's returning, cool, whatever. And somebody's like, he's cashing in his thing. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Cashing in what? And they were like,
you forgot about the casino gauntlet?
Completely forgot about the casino.
Bro, but the thing is, so many people said that on Twitter, and I was like, oh my God. Like, that was a common forgetful thing. Like, I didn't know that everybody really forgot about that.
I know I joke around on here. I'm not kidding at all. I had no memory of that. And when everybody was still trying to explain it to me, I was like, guys, I don't fucking remember that. And they were like, it happened at All In. I was like, I was there.
I think one thing that I'm noticing, especially, and it's more evident now, I think this year post All In, now that I think that the main event scene was so clearly defined, even though a lot of folks are injured, the MJF character is so sporadic and needlessly complicated to the point that some fans are not even reacting to it anymore. They're just all together tuning it out. Like, we have gotten to a point to where between the hiatuses and then like the complicated of like the casino gauntlet and like, you know, and then him challenging Hangman but still keeping the contract and stuff, like people are forgetting like full chunks of programming.
I'm telling you guys, like I was not doing a bit. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, he's gonna cash in his thing. And I figured, yeah, he's gonna come back and he's gonna have a world title shot because he's a star. He's gonna come back and have a world title shot. They're like, no, he has a guaranteed world title shot. What?
Here's the thing.
I think like I don't know why in my head like everything kind of reset when Hangman lost, you know, because I was like, okay, like I maybe would have thought about it more if Hangman was still world champion, but I was like, I don't know.
Think also too of just like everything is so needlessly complicated right now to the point like you have Hangman and Swerve are only even in this match because they're former world champions, right? So Max is already a former world champion.
You could just be in the match.
Just walking in.
That's what I thought he was gonna do. That's why everybody's like, "Oh, his guaranteed title shot." I was like, "No, he's just gonna come in because he's a star."
You know.
And I also think like they did not do a very good job at all of reminding us that existed.
Well, I think that was the point. They tried to make it seem like, oh, it was just like super surprise, right? And like, don't get me wrong. Obviously he was going to get a return pop for coming back after a while. I think he actually really left on a really high note.
Agreed.
But, it was the writing was on the wall. I mean, first of all, I think the biggest thing that gave away his return is the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He's the only winner that has ever existed, of the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
Yeah.
Obviously, no matter what happens, he was going to come back really soon because he has to defend the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
Yeah, I truly I just don't get, because now, like I said, he could have come back in, and I just assumed, yes, he's gonna come back and he's gonna be in a world title match because that's what you do, You come back, you say, I'm coming back, Yeah, that's what you're actually living that life. Why would you? It doesn't make any sense, honestly. The whole thing with the contract. Guys, I'm not playing. I kept being like, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about, and somebody's like, go watch the Forbidden Door match. You've seen Forbidden Door. And I was like, have I? And then I literally had to go. They were like, Danielle, you posted a review about it. And I was like, did I? I had to go back and rewatch my own takes from Forbidden Door because I completely forgot about all this shit.
The only thing I remember about Forbidden Door is the main event, the steel cage match, I remember the TBS title 4-way with Bazilla and Persephone. I remember Okada and Takeshita versus Brodito. Because that was
I remember that.
That was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
Everything else, blur. In fact, there's stuff on like 0 Hour that I remember more because like Yuya and them was on there. Oh, and I remember Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu because that's like. But
I'm genuinely so concerned about my brain and my memory because guys, I don't remember. I'm not even kidding. It's December. If you asked me, Danielle, what are your 10 favorite matches of the year? I don't know if I could remember 10 matches from the whole year.
You know what? I think we need to probably finalize that list by the stream though, because we should probably talk about that. Or maybe we should debate about it we should debate about it. And so like, you know what? Bring a list of matches that don't rank them. You don't have to rank them. We can argue a ranking because we got time to kill. So we can just
do fuck, marry, kill with matches.
The criteria would not be fair for certain folks. So just like,
yeah.
It'd just be like,
I can't say something correct.
It'd be like a Hangman Takeshita sweep, and it's just like, and then everybody else is
sweet. But no, I'm really like I'm looking back and I'm concerned because everybody would be like, oh no, you remember like if you ask me what other pay-per-views happened this year, like I can't even remember. So All In, obviously I remember because I was there. If you ask me, Danielle, name one match from All Out, I can't do it. Danielle, name one match from Forbidden Door, I can't do it. And not because I didn't like them.
Forbidden Door.
It's like not because I didn't like them. I don't remember anything.
Kota Ibushi and Golden Lovers were on Forbidden Door. You remember at least one match. Ospreay was on.
I'm not even kidding. No, I don't. I'm sure if I went back and I looked and I would jog my memory. I don't. I'm scared.
I'm trying to think. What was on All Out?
Start to spiral now. I'm like, fuck, I don't remember anything.
I'm trying to think. What was on All Out? Was All Out Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher? Or was that Wrestle Dream?
No idea.
I think it was All Out.
And I don't remember anything about Wrestle Dream.
Because All Out was Toronto. Yeah. It was Fletcher versus Hangman.
I'm scared. I'm gonna go see a doctor. Because that sent me down like a spiral. People are like, Danielle, you literally made a video about it. Danielle, you were there at All In when the Casino Gauntlet happened.
Many are saying this.
Don't remember.
Let's see. Who was All Out? All Out was, Briscoe versus MJF.
Nope.
Mercedes versus Riho.
Yes.
Kata versus Takeshita versus Mascara Dorada. That was
yes, absolutely.
That was Mox versus Darby, the coffin match.
No.
It was Chris Statlander when she won the title in the 4-way.
No.
4-way ladder match for the tag titles.
No.
And, Hangman versus Fletcher.
Barely.
And then Wrestle Dream on the card, it was FTR versus Jet Speed, but that was on 0 Hour and carried over.
I remember carried over. Yeah.
Jamie versus Thekla.
No.
Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. I definitely remember that. That's probably one of the only matches I remember mostly on that card. Hurt Syndicate versus The Demand for the trios titles contendership.
Was this at All In?
No, this is Wrestle Dream. Fletcher versus Briscoe.
Not at all.
But Kyle won.
Not at all.
Stat versus Tony.
No.
Mercedes versus Mina. Mina answered the open challenge. Brodito versus.
This wasn't All In. Are you sure?
No, this is Wrestle Dream. I promise. I'm reading it off Cage Match right now.
I remember because
Brodito versus Okada and Takeshita. Oh, that was this, not Forbidden Door. So what was on Forbidden Door that I was like
so confused?
And then Darby versus it was the first Hangman Joe match, and then Darby versus Mox was the main event.
Darby versus Mox.
Wait, so what the fuck was on Forbidden Door? I'm sorry.
I got you messed up now.
Oh, that was when Brodito won the belt. So that was the 3-way Brodito versus Hurt Syndicate versus FTR. And then there was
I thought that was at All In.
No. And then there was the TBS title 4-way. There was Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu.
No.
There was Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel. Oh, I remember that.
No.
Okada versus Swerve.
No.
Tony versus Athena.
No.
Hangman versus MJF.
Oh my.
And then Darby, Golden Lovers, Tanahashi, and Ospreay.
Steel cage.
But yeah, steel cage.
Okay, got absolutely. You're making that match. Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Don't feel bad about All In though. I barely remember that card, except for the last 3 matches, and except for the last 3 matches, and obviously Ospreay and Swerve versus the Young Bucks. I do remember like who won the gauntlets. I don't have any recollection of like the actual match themselves. Like I know Athena won.
When people told me Athena won, I was like, okay, yes, I remember that match. When people like, I no memory of the men's match at all.
No, but it's not very. The only thing I remember from the men's match is literally the entrances. I remember Mystico coming out. I remember Kota Ibushi coming out. Everything else, I can't tell you.
I'm worried. I need to see a neurologist or something.
I get to the point.
Anyway, what were the key points you wanted to talk about tonight in our abbreviated Dynamite Diary?
I think we should talk about. I think the contract signing. We can talk about the good parts. Because I will say until that ill-fated minute, I think it was a great segment. Hangman and Swerve. I don't know what y'all have going on. What is going on? It's getting a little.
Y'all wanted to kiss real bad tonight.
It's just like, why was everybody talking so soft? We go from yelling at Samoa Joe to, yeah, Swerve, and as soon as you came back, you said, yes.
Don't get out of my fucking face.
As soon as you get back, you knew I was going to defend the belt against you. Y'all know we locked in and we care about each other and we hate Samoa Joe together and we wear matching jackets and we
just matching chains.
Yes, it made chains.
Literally, and even I was watching Dynamite with my dad, and my dad was like, "What's with the matching chains?" I was like, "They're freaked out. I don't know."
I will say, you can tell whenever you allow AEW big stars to work with their friends because they just start taking it to hell. Like, you know, I think
beyond.
Ospreay and Fletcher were a really great example. Omega and all his kids.
And we're gonna talk about him. And we're gonna talk about him too.
We're gonna save him for last because I need to say something positive, I guess, before the end. Yeah, I said, whoa. I said, this is getting to be. I said, the crowd started.
You guys want me to leave?
The crowd started chanting "Kiss." I said,
guys, how many of you guys are watching Heated Rivalry?
Oh my God.
Right.
Wait, did you finally start?
I started the book. I haven't started the series. I'm about halfway through the book.
What do you think?
It's such an easy read. Not just because it's like, you know, not just because like you're familiar with the plot, but I was like, oh, you can breeze this shit and like.
And I will say the show is very like true, like almost.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But no, I was watching Hangman and Swerve tonight, and I was like, oh my God. I think I've seen this one before. Do you guys who watch our show and maybe are not necessarily as tapped in, go ahead and do me a favor and look up Shane Hollander Arch. Okay. Or Ilya Rozanov 9.
No, the show is actually Chloe, that's true. The show is better than the book, and that rarely happens.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the showrunner was able to like really flesh out a lot of the characters in the books in a way that the book doesn't. Not saying that it's bad or anything, but I will say the way it's so interesting because, like, you know, I feel like so many people started watching it. All everybody heard was gay hockey show, right? So, like, I think I'm expecting like a really almost like Euphoria, right? Like a really raunchy show, more so for shock value rather than quality. And then, like, you know, they kind of hook people in, and they're just like, yeah, this is going to be like super sexy. And then, like, this is like the biggest emotional
That's like, can you take a white ass to Funky Town? Nope, Torture City again.
Like, whoa.
So, the plot, especially in the long game, the plot is like, oh, what?
You've
Whoa.
already gotten to the long game? You've already gotten to it?
I bought both of them at the same time.
Okay, I haven't I haven't read the long game, but I do have it already downloaded it.
The long game is genuinely just Torture City, Torture City. Maybe it will make me feel better if we fuck. Torture City, Torture City. And
it's gotten to the point, like, unfortunately, this piece of media, really, the sex doesn't even make it any better emotionally. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is some heavy stuff. Like,
yeah. I would say, I mean, the sex helps for sure. I mean, lighten the mood.
Many are saying this. But it's like, whoa, this is actually a really great piece of television. Maybe it's because Canada is in control instead of America.
Shout out Canada. Two greatest imports. Pacquiao, Kenny Omega.
Canada, bro.
Kenny Omega
well, I was just about to say, you know, when BTE came out last week and you saw like that screenshot of like Kenny's search history, and it's like Grindr coupon codes and best said best gay porn of 2025. I said, oh my God, Kenny still has his whimsy. And I said, this is exactly why they're trying to take HBO Max from us now. y'all, HBO Max, they said, bro, the elite and heated rivalry is too much. It is. Come on, it gets to a point.
That's why I brought it up, because I was watching Serving Hangman tonight. I was like, hey.
There's some, bro. It's really, they look really mad that other people be there. Like they look really mad. The fact that
like, damn, nigga, you invited me.
They said the only other person who's a part of our team, our group, is Will Ospreay.
Well, and I'm gonna put that on the side real quick, because let's address this other situation, and then I'm gonna tell y'all why we need the trio. So, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I think you should go first.
I'm willing to.
Yeah, go ahead first.
Right. Okay. So, I know that our audience. Well, I can estimate that our audience, for the most part, like, probably felt the same way about the second half of MJF's promo tonight.
Yes.
So I'm going to address the core issues to me and why I was like, this isn't funny. Like, I'm not having fun. And if you want to disagree, you can disagree. But like, this is me. I think that a couple of things. One, we've said it on the show before. You watch pro wrestling to suspend disbelief. You watch pro wrestling to have fun. I was sitting there watching all of these promo exchanges, having fun. And then you introduce something that is not funny and is actually really traumatizing to some people and has some undertones for a reason that is still unknown to me. You didn't have to say any of that. And the problem with people making jokes, and I'm not even just singling him out, but like, we have to talk about it because you said it on national TV. The problem with making like Diddy jokes or like baby oil jokes is that like, you weren't the people directly affected by the horrible things that this man did. And if you want to call somebody lame, there are other ways to do that besides making reference to a sex criminal. Like, and like, what are you trying to prove there? What similarity does Swerve Strickland, the character, have anything to do with this real life sex criminal? Like, that's not funny. And a lot of times when men make jokes like that, like, they're just looking for the approval of other men to say, ha ha, that was funny. And you're laughing at the pain of young women for the most part. And like, that's not fucking funny. And anybody who would have said that, I would have said the same thing. That's not funny. Yeah. And I think it's something that is incredibly unnecessary, because I thought the rest of the promo was good. I thought the stuff that he said to Hangman, that was good. That was funny. I thought the stuff that he said to Samoa Joe, that was good. That was funny. And so it's just really disappointing when you, as a viewer, are trying to watch the show, trying to have fun, trying to suspend disbelief, and then you're immediately taken out of it by something like that, a comment like that, that is just, what is the point? What did you accomplish with saying something like that? Like, where's the punchline? And you know what? This is too woke university. People can be like, oh, haha, snowflakes, haha, whatever. If you've ever seen this show before, I say the craziest shit. Lyric says the craziest shit. We can take a lot of shit, okay?
We sure can.
Like, we're tough, I promise. It's just this stuff like this, like, no, does this directly have an impact on me? No. So maybe we shouldn't be laughing at it. Like, that's not funny. I don't know if you have any other thoughts to add.
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of things. One, like, if you just want to call Swerve a bad rapper, you literally can. Like, you know, like, you literally can. Like,
if you want to call Swerve a bad rapper, Drake literally right there. Yes.
You know, like, but here's the thing. I don't even really think we need any comparisons. We're not like, he's no Kendrick Lamar. You know, I think like we can.
You know what? And let's get into that too, right? Because had he just, you know what, had Max instead taken that moment and recited some of Swerve's lyrics, I think that would have been funny as fuck.
10 times funnier, right? Like 10 times funnier. Like,
had a bitch and she was black and ugly, I would have brought that on here.
That wasn't his lyric.
You know,
it wasn't his lyric. That was
whatever.
I'm just saying, it technically wasn't his lyric that he said. That was not. He didn't.
You guys see what I mean? Oh my god, these liberal snowflakes can't take a joke. God forbid I spread misinformation.
But still, what I think the point is, you had in this match, right? You have 4 current / former world champions, and when you got to the black one, you compared him to one of the worst sex pests of our time. That's not a good look. Like, that's not okay. And I think, like, for AEW, for who Swerve is and what Swerve represents for the company, and the racial barriers that he's broken, and, like, you know, what he's meant, and if he is actually the franchise of the company, the way that they have said and built him to be, you have to do a much better job of protecting him. Like, yeah, like, you know, like, certain things aren't okay. You wouldn't let nobody go in there and make that. Would WWE allow somebody to make that joke about Roman Reigns? No. Would WWE allow somebody to make that joke about CM Punk? No. Would they allow somebody to make that joke about, you know, Cody Rhodes? Absolutely not. And so it's one of those things to where you just have to be more mindful, you know, about things like that. It's inappropriate. It wasn't funny. And it's one of those things, like, again, it takes you out of it. And I understand, like, we're just little old women and we're not the target audience anyway. Investing is for boys. Who fucking cares?
And
brother, like,
let me butt in there. Suck my dick from the back. How about that, fuck ass niggas? Okay. What I'm saying is, there is and I've said it a million times over on the show, there is such a way to hate inclusively. You don't have to do this. If you wanted to, it would have been so much more effective in my brain if you wanted to stand there and say, and Swerve, you're a bitch, because look at what Hangman did to you, and you all of a sudden you're cool with him, and you're, you know, like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. And I will say, especially with the way that they've been acting recently, attack them. That's exactly. You could go after them right now and be like, "Oh, he burned down your house. He did this." Blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
And all of a sudden you cool, and I'm the enemy. You know,
that.
Why don't you do that? Like, what? And that's my thing, and that's why I was saying, like, that feels like, you know, this one's gonna kill with the boys. Yeah, fuck the boys. Fuck the boys. Like, and it just didn't make any sense because there's really no relation there. So it's also a reach. So I just feel like we have to address stuff like that with our platform, because there aren't a whole lot of shows, you know, hosted by Black women, specifically directed at AEW. And so if nobody's going to be like, hey, that was kind of fucking whack, you know, then, like,
gotta be us.
You know, it has to be us.
And
So.
and here's the thing, because I think it was, what was it, like maybe a year ago, like Max Caster was doing those raps, and like he made like a poor joke about like Trump or like the Epstein file. All of that shit is inappropriate, guys. And I understand like men don't care, because guess what? It doesn't affect them as much as it affects women. But and like, you know, I don't even really care about being like the super woke person in the room of me. This is what I know, especially about All Elite Wrestling. Women, they open them pocketbooks. Okay, when we go to these shows, when we go for these weekends that we tell y'all about and stuff like that, it's women who are the backbone. They are making these friendship bracelets with all these different wrestlers' names on it, and they're passing them out for free. They're printing out these photo cards, and they're printing it for free. Like, you know, they are establishing the community aspect of fandom and of wrestling back. Because guess what? Wrestling runs 52 weeks a year. At least 12 of them are going to be god butt booty cheeks awful. At least every single year. Guaranteed. The only thing that is going to keep and sustain people and keep them around is true community and fandom. Women are the backbone of that, you know, and supporting this company. And I think, and also too, like, bro, MJF has a fan base. He does. Like, he has a female fan base. So many people who genuinely want to support him. I have never seen more people, never seen more people for one specific wrestler on the roster be like, I want to be a fan of this guy. Because everybody else, I will say, AEW fans are haters. AEW fans complain about everything. They'll just flat out say, I don't fucking like you. That's it. They just flat out say
I do it every week.
You know, just flat out saying that.
Oh,
you know, there's no, oh, I want to like you, or I wish I liked you. He's literally probably the only person in wrestling I've seen consistently people like, I want to be a fan of this person. I want to like this person. And then, oh my God, I'm seeing the crazy thing. And I think he had the best end before, like, you know, hiatus. 2 amazing matches with Mystico and Briscoe.
And fantastic promos. And we were the first.
We specifically said, y'all be cool.
We came on this show and we were like, he is on a generational run right now.
Correct.
Truly. He had, like, his last month before he went on his hiatus
was great.
Truly maybe the best work of his career. All of it, all encompassing. He was on a hot streak. And it's like, and even tonight, like, you were cooking it, everything was fine. And so it's not even coming from a place of being like, oh, we just hate MJF, point blank, period. Like, he can do nothing right. It's never been that. You know, it's never been that. It's just like, why did you feel the need to go there? That, you know, there are just moments where you're like, why did you feel the need? Why did you take the bait? You know, in situations like, I understand, oh, you're gonna be like, oh, you guys don't get it. He's supposed to be a heel. You're supposed to not like him. Like, that's not what this was. That wasn't funny. And the more that we let jokes like that be normal or normalized, like, the more desensitized we become to them. And then all of a sudden people are saying more offensive shit 24/7. So I don't want to.
And then you have crowds cheering after Diddy. Like, do you know, it's just, this is not, I think especially, and here's the thing, I want to say, you should not be trusting any professional wrestling company to be your moral high ground, right? Like, just don't. You
is this computer my friend? No.
But especially right now, especially with the shit that's happening across the water, and, you know, the other major company right now, AEW for a lot of people is their last remaining accessible safe space as it relates to wrestling. You know, a lot of people, you know, for a lot of people who come from marginalized communities, like, they do feel more comfortable with this product. Like, they do feel, you know, more seen when it comes to this product. Like, and maybe the goal is to try not to come off as too woke because they feel like they lived it up a lot over the last couple months.
It's just true. I mean, hey, that Cowboy was world champion. We were living out, bro.
He said, "Fuck Ice." Whoa.
Yeah, I understand how you're the network. You like, we gotta meet in the middle. You gotta meet in the middle.
He said, y'all been living it up, man.
But my thing is, right? Like, I forgot.
No, yeah, I'm saying like you have to be really conscientious right now because like clearly the company, and obviously they're not flat out saying it, but you are trying to position yourself as a more moral alternative to clearly another product that has become more politically and economically corrupt. I mean, just don't make things needlessly harder on yourself. I just don't get it. Yeah. It's just like don't make things needlessly harder on yourself.
And the last thing I will say about this is like, you know, as soon as I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, a certain demographic is gonna love this. The bald Republican white men who say, I'm actually not a Republican. I'm an undecided voter. No, you're not. You call women females. Are gonna watch something like this tonight. Be like, man, that was killer. That was fucking sick. And if that's the audience that AEW, like that's the audience that pro wrestling already kind of attracts, period. If that's the only audience you're interested in retaining, then keep doing this. But if you were ever hoping to expand it, quit doing shit like that.
Correct.
I was gonna move on, so go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it goes back to like, you know, I remember he had quoted that picture of Ospreay and Hangman of just like, oh yeah, like I didn't want to be in a picture with y'all no way. Like clearly they're trying to build this main event scene. The chemistry has to be right, and I think three of them are like a well-oiled machine.
And
they're.
That was it. That's what I was gonna say. William Peter Charles, I hope you're doing them stretches. I hope you are in whatever lab they have Bucky Barnes in. I hope that you have every safe, legal, and healthy drug that they are willing to give you, because we have a world title that we need to win.
We got work.
I say we, because me and you on the same team now, nigga. Like, you have got to handle this, okay? I don't know why I said the N-word directly addressing Will Ospreay. But
you know what? But I feel like truly, like with white people sometimes, like when you let it slip towards them, that's a proof that you really fuck with them. Now they can't say it back.
No. Yeah. But if William Peter Charles, do not.
No, please.
But I want you to know that's how serious I am. Like,
correct.
Like
we locked in, man.
Because I was watching this tonight and I was like, that's what's missing. That is what.
Just imagine if we swap that out. Like, you know, we're having the segment, the first half of that segment, and then you heard, especially in Manchester, England, of all places.
Come on. I
think I would have jumped out the window. I would have jumped clean out the window. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's so much money to be made. And like what I really feel like is that when AEW knows something isn't going to work, they have decided that Hangman Swerve is like they reset button and hey, we're going to distract you.
Exactly. And we'll figure out what to do over here, because you know what else happened? You know what else threw these motherfuckers off? Darby got hurt. So we waited a year to get that motherfucker down from Everest. Put the belt on Hangman. Actually, we don't really want Hangman to be champion. We got to get this belt off Hangman because it's actually always supposed to be Darby. We're going to send Darby to the C2, and then after Darby come out the C2, he's going to be like, oh, fuck, I didn't do that well in the C2. What can I possibly fucking do? And he's going to challenge for the world title. He's going to win the world title. And guess what is not going to happen?
What?
Oh, I was just saying any of that. So,
yes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I was watching that whole promo exchange, and I was like, honestly, even with MJF there, like not even as a substitute, but if you gave the Billy Goat a microphone right after MJF would have talked, like we would have been talking about that tonight, because Oi, bro.
It really sucks is that it really was.
You've got a real big mouth tonight, bro. Yeah, you're in my city. You're in my fucking country, mate. You've got a big ass fucking mouth. Yeah. You think that you're owed this world title? I've earned it. Day in, day fucking out, bruv. Right up the fucking street when I was learning to wrestle. Right up the fucking street, right? Me and the missus.
Bruh, he yelling at him. Meanwhile, Hangman and Swerve still stared at each other. Hangman's like, I couldn't wait to, I was always going to give you a title shot. I was always going to give you a title shot. Will,
it was always going to be
said,
you.
Will Ospreay. And then the people went wild. He whispered, Will Ospreay. I said, oh my God. I'm so sick of this fucking company.
Don't make me say it.
Ospreay. Don't make me call Portia.
That's what I hear in my nightmares. Ospreay.
I'm sure. I don't know, man. Like I said, this company, whenever something go crazy and they know it might not pan out, same thing. They did the same thing last year, heading into All In when they figured out Bryan Danielson wasn't gonna show up to work for like them weeks and All In. They said, yeah. Hangman, go growl at Swerve for a little bit. You can't be in the main event though. But
the problem with them niggas, they're like, okay.
Good niggas say, okay. Like, bro, fight you make it really as your self-proclaimed agent, you make it really hard for me to argue for better.
Man.
Yes.
Stand up. When I'm not there, you have to advocate for yourself, baby.
Please, have some self-respect. What else happened?
Let's speed through. Yeah, okay. That will take too much time.
Yeah, brother.
That we will address on Monday.
Yes.
What else happened?
Especially because we need to talk about what's going to happen on Collision too. So
yes.
We'll talk about
because I have a lot of thoughts on that. We will be here all night because I'm upset.
Let's finish about Kenny Omega and the Elite. Oh my God, this is a beautiful match. This was a beautiful match. I always say it. The Young Bucks get a lot of credit for their contributions to tag team wrestling, but seriously, what they as well as Kenny and their varying partners have done for trios wrestling, they really deserve an award.
We'll find one. We'll give them one.
With this, bro, it's so crazy, man. I gotta take my glasses off. It literally freaks me out the way that I respond to Kenny Omega. It scares me. Guys. Nobody should ever have, anyone should ever have that type of pop. Like literally every time his music hits, my neck automatically, I do this. I start, bro. Kenny. I will never, ever even pretend to love another wrestler or a person. I love you, bro.
And we've said it before, but I understand.
And it's so crazy how everybody watched their matches, right? Like Kenny tried to do You Can't Escape, right? And he just flat out just ended up flat on his ass.
Slipped, nigga slipped.
But here's the thing: it was on commentary, just like that's all right. Get up, that's all right, baby. That's okay. Everybody talking just like me,
all right, baby. You go ahead and get back up.
This nigga is Princess Diana.
I cannot express to you how I feel about Kenny Omega. The feelings are genuinely so strong. It's one of those things. I don't want to talk about it too much because I know how bad it sounds. Because if my friends were to tell me that they were feeling this way about any other man on earth, I would be like, what?
Girl, get up.
Girl, get up. Kenny Omega is absolutely different to me. Literally, when he slipped and You Can't Escape. Also, I want to say, before that, he looked great. Tonight.
He looked great during that. I can't believe that they bought a mobile ring that just slips when people try to get on the turnbuckle.
That's so disrespectful.
So upset. Maybe it's
actually unsafe.
Maybe it's a British thing.
You know what? When in doubt, blame the British. Absolutely. I ran a poll is it okay to be British? and like the options were like yes but not around me, or like no don't even joke, and no don't even joke won with like 70% of the vote, and then like 250 people voted. So it's official, it is not okay to be British, but it's also not okay to share AI deepfake videos of Kenny Omega slipping during You Can't Escape, because that did not happen.
Yeah, the British set him up.
The British set him
up. It has something to do with him being Canadian or something.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know how international relations are between Canada and the UK, but they're about to get a lot worse.
Yeah. We don't play like that. But
we're not Canadian.
But no, I am really happy though, this fact that, bro, Kenny's been on Dynamite more consistently than he has since probably 2023. I would say this is the most consecutive weeks.
You know, I don't remember.
I think it's the most consecutive weeks, because even in the build to All In, he would show up
there. Yeah.
He would show up for 1 week, be missing for 3. Show up for 1 week, be missing for 3. Like, he's been on Dynamite consecutively. I think it's been 4 or 5 weeks now, shown up. And so I can tell he's trying to get back in that mode. He know the streets are itching. Like, here's the thing. I want you to know, Kenny, especially you, come get your baddie chain. Top 20 winners. Your kids showed out this year. You should be very proud. Takeshita, Ospreay, Hangman, fantastic year. They had some amazing matches. But you know what? We still need you. We still need the best bout machine. I have maybe 4 that I know I need from you. Probably more, but it's only about 3 people that I know for a fact. Well, 4. It's only 4 people that I know for a fact you need to wrestle. All said and done. You need to wrestle Ospreay again. We're working on it. You need to wrestle Swerve. You need to wrestle Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
And you need to wrestle Bandito.
Yes.
We do. We honestly, we need another Hangman match too. We do need that. We do.
Yeah. See, I literally tweeted, but I'm like, also it's important to note, right? Kenny Omega could show up once a year and clap, and I would say greatest to ever do it. That's a generational performance. You bitches didn't see the way he was on beat. Like, it does not matter.
Pop my butt.
You don't pop my butt, Harry Tubman. Like, it doesn't matter to me, truly. But like, we're saying this because not because Kenny's not doing enough, but because we love Kenny Omega so much. If I was a booker, literally, I would have had her lacing up her boots every single night.
I think it was because I'm competitive. I respectfully, especially after seeing that John Cena retirement tour, I know we could do better. I'm be honest.
You know what? I was going to say, I'm not going to talk about John Cena's retirement tour because that is another thing I think we should talk about on Monday because I have a lot of thoughts. But I will say, I watched I watched the whole last match. And it made me so emotional, not because of John Cena, but because in my head,
I swear to God,
copied and pasted Kenny Omega.
Oh, I swear. But you know what? I think I'm so thankful that Kenny can think for himself. And I say this in the sense of, if he never had the emotional fortitude and the foresight to help create AEW, we would be watching him kneeling on that Riyadh logo. Think about that. And it would have just been so stale and so many different things. But Kenny, he might not never get his flowers for it. Him being a visionary means so much to me. When he goes out, it's going to be on his own terms. It's going to be his own way. He's going to handpick his opponents. They're going to literally line the streets with flowers and brooms and all sorts of beautiful things. It's going to be awesome.
Gifts and beautiful gifts.
We're going to throw roses.
I want you to know, when we were asking earlier, how long do you think you talk about Kenny Omega? I am genuinely fully convinced that I could talk about Kenny Omega for the full 10 hours. I'm not going to do that but I'm realizing that in this conversation that you and I are having right now, Kenny, like, it was a 3-hour show. And we were like, you know what? A couple of main takeaways.
But you know, also too,
that match was great though.
It was also so many intersecting storylines too, bro. Okada is a terrible person. I love him. He's an awful person. He playing so many different sides of the film. Bro, Takeshita, beautiful. Come on. Like, Takeshita, seriously?
Generational face card.
He can never cut his hair. I will say he can never, ever cut his hair. Like, ever.
But never. Him and Okada, I've said it before, we both have, genuinely so funny, so fitting, and so compelling. Because, like, it feels like...
I'm struggling to hear you. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just saying, it feels like every time they interact is the biggest deal in the world.
It does.
Okada's the funniest person alive. Like, and he's not... What I love about the way that Okada is treating Takeshita is that Okada knows he's dead wrong. Like, he knows he's wrong. Bro, and he just don't care. And Takeshita keep looking around, like, looking for help. He's like, y'all know he's wrong. And Okada's like, yeah, and I know I'm wrong. And what?
Takeshita trying to, like, be real cool with Hechicero and do tag team maneuvers. And, bro, Okada said, aside from my own actions, what can I do to deserve this way? Then you got Okada fighting the Young Bucks, knowing good and well they was just friends a couple weeks ago. Also, Nick Jackson. I don't know who you was feeling like. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I still don't know which one is which.
Stop telling people that, bro. Like you can't.
Honest to God. But y'all clearly learned tonight. I don't know anything.
What's the best way to explain it? I think like when Nick always wears
I won't remember.
Nick always has a ponytail. Matt wears his hair down. That's a good way to tell them apart. But Matt's also older. Matt's the one that does the locomotion suplexes like that down the ramp.
Sure.
He's also the messy one. He gets it. He's the one who starts all the drama between like Hangman and Omega, who has the phobia about getting picked all the time. He's also the one who wore the pearls 24/7.
I remember the pearls.
Yeah, Matt wore the pearls
because he looked like an AKA. I remember the
pearls. Correct. That's Matt.
Okay. Whoever's got the worst tan is probably Nick.
Correct. But yeah, it was so like this match was so good, and also too, they showed the Elite then added some new tag team maneuvers. That finisher, the assisted one wing angel / melter driver. I said, "Whoa, please!"
It looked phenomenal, and a moment for the super kick party, Your Honor. You guys don't understand. I was so excited. I was like, "Okay, here comes Wayward Son." I said, "Wait." I know this sound.
Well, the thing is, there were several Elite girls who were in the crowd, and I'd already seen their spoiler tweets, and they said no Wayward Son, but they said it's another good surprise. So I was like, okay. So
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, I forgot to mute all my UK mutuals like I typically do before AEW does tapings. I probably should have, because I ain't gonna lie, I did come into Holiday Bash with a bad mood. I was already in a bad mood. I'd already seen.
I was like, damn, what the hell this show gonna be? Because y'all talking crazy. Lord. Oh, before we log off, because I guys, I really have to go. But I want to talk about Pac versus Kyle Fletcher. And I think that I've been Pac FC all over this mug. And I've also been telling that hoe, what do we need from you? Get in the air. Get in the air.
I ain't gonna lie, seeing that Black Arrow, man.
Oh, God. That's one of my, it's genuinely maybe my favorite. It's one of my favorite moves in wrestling. When he does it, I love that. And I have been telling him, I say, you keep fucking losing. You want to know why? Because I'm not telling him directly, obviously. I'm speaking into the universe. You keep fucking losing because you don't want to get in the air.
She's 100% talking to you directly. Bastard. Don't do that.
You know what, bastard? I am talking to you. As one of my top clients, I told you to lock in. You locked in. You won. So now what? So now keep listening to me. Hello? Yeah, so that was extremely satisfying. I think him and Kyle Fletcher have a lot of really good chemistry, which I think is easy to say about Kyle Fletcher with anybody. but I knew I was gonna like this match. I think I ended up loving it.
Kyle Fletcher, I want you to know, I will redact any competition for the rest of your wrestling career to keep you in an all elite rank. I mean, anything it takes, whatever it takes to keep you under contract, it will be
blank done. Check. It's Tony Khan's money, so it don't make no difference. Blank check.
Correct.
You write your number, girl.
We will sign all of your friends.
You can. You cannot leave me.
You can't go nowhere. No, you can't go nowhere.
I should take over the Death Riders to manage Pac. Clearly, we got some fucking work to do.
Speaking of the Death Riders, y'all, Jon Moxley, the way he talking, I said, damn, they about to kill you. He knows it too. He said, at least I tried. And I will say the thing about Mox is that he's 100% responsible for the things that have happened to him right now. And yeah, I do feel bad for him. Like I do.
Yeah. No, you put yourself in this position.
Like I do still feel bad. Like I love him. Like my don't get me wrong. Like he in my all-time top 5, Mox is number 3. Like he's very, very special, very special to me. He's 100% responsible for this, but they don't have to kill him like that. You know, like cut him a little bit of slack, please. He ain't mean it.
They killed Bryan Danielson for no reason. You're getting killed. They putting you in a torture chamber, brother.
Yeah. There go your childhood. Fuck. But yeah, another funny tidbit before we head out. When Hangman was talking to Samoa Joe, he said, I can't believe you had Hook. Nigga. He said I was gonna give you a shot, I was gonna Ospreay a shot, I was gonna give Swerve a shot. And then he said
you brought out fucking Hook.
You call Hobbs, you call Shibata, you call Hook? He's so funny, bro. Hangman's so funny.
And he was so real for that because that's what we've been saying for weeks. Weeks. Because you watched that whole promo exchange, honestly, and even with the MJF stuff included, right? You got heavy hitters in that fucking ring. And you got Hobbs, who don't look out of place, not one bit. And the other person we're referring to is fucking Katsuyori Shibata.
Number 3 on my all-time list, by the way. Or is he number 2? Yeah, he's number 2 on my all-time list. Yeah.
And then you look over, and Hook is here.
And I think it's also the way that they have him dressed, too. Like, he genuinely looks like somebody's, like, little kid.
He looked 12.
And I think it's one of those things, also, we have to figure out, when the Ops eventually drop these titles, what is the Powerhouse Hobbs exit plan? Like, we do need a plan. We gotta push this nigga to the moon. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's up there with like Bandito for me of people who need the world title shots. Let's go. Like, and if we're not gonna do world title shots, unified title shots, like not even TNT. Like, think big, aim high,
and then double it.
Correct. But yes, that was Holiday Bash. Whoop-de-doo. FTR Bang Bang Gang wasn't great. I mean, it was okay, but I didn't
even watch it.
I expect that from you. Never change. I completely missed Orange Cassidy versus Mascara Dorada because I forgot to switch over to Collision. I forgot HBO Max, like it doesn't go like directly into it. You have to like get out of Dynamite, then go to Collision whenever they do these 3-hour blocks. So I fucked up. I will go back and probably watch that.
I didn't have sound for all of Collision. Like the sound wouldn't work. Dynamite was fine. They go to Collision and it didn't have sound. Mascara Dorada versus Orange Cassidy was excellent. It really was. Mascara Dorada, the world is your oyster. In Orange Cassidy, I have been not necessarily your biggest supporter. This was your best showing in a long time.
Come get your badge.
Long time.
I like to hear that.
I really, really enjoyed this match. And they were another pair that I was like, they have great chemistry.
Oh, I can't wait to watch. But yes, that was Holiday Bash. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
FTR to Copen Cage, guys.
I think I want y'all to want more for yourselves. So we dropping.
That's
we dropping the jet speed.
We're gonna talk about this on Monday too, because AEW like ultimate gaslighters, because you be watching the Continental Classic and you're like, wow, this is fantastic. I love the C2, and then you're like, wait, all these niggas work here all of the time. Why can't we throughout the course of the year sprinkle some of this real good?
Here's the thing. This is the thing about it, and I tweeted this. The Continental Classic is so good is because it plays to AEW's greatest strength, which is bell-to-bell wrestling.
Yeah.
It allows them to let the wrestling do the talking in the season where historically they are the most creatively bankrupt. Bro, nothing makes sense right now in most of these title pictures. Nothing is linear. We making shit up as we go.
And the problem that I have with AEW is like people are like, oh, there's no storylines in AEW. That's not true. It's just most of the time they fucking suck. There are stories. What can tell you how we got here. It won't make no damn sense.
I think that AEW is actually a really, probably at least in America, my favorite storytelling promotion is just that one, they don't know when to stop. They don't it's the pacing is crazy. Like, they'll have a great concept. They do not have that middle fleshed out at all. They will they'll have a fantastic idea. We saw with the Death Riders, right? They will have the beginning and the end figured out, right? Like I think we're seeing that right now with Mercedes. And we'll talk more about that on Monday. But they had the beginning really fleshed out very well. And I think they have the end fleshed out probably really well, right? We can see where this is going. But this middle,
we gotta suffer in the middle.
And there just has to be. You
don't have to live like this. That's what I'm saying.
To live like this. That's
you gotta want more for yourselves.
AEW makes you believe that live in these ultimatums, and they make you believe you could have this or that. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have to live like this. We don't. I love the Continental Classic. But the reason why I think I love the Continental Classic so much is because it has rules. And I think it's the only time AEW follows the rules that they've actually set. That's the only time where they are really, really anal about, listen, we are flat out, no interferences. These are the time limits.
Ring the bell. That's all we're doing today.
Exactly. Ring the bell. These are the points. This is how it shakes out. And even too, them being so protective over draw finishes. They've only had one, and they saved it for the world title versus world title match, which made complete different sense. Continental Classic is great because it has limitations. It has barriers, and and I think that's the problem. AEW changed their own rules every day. Same thing today with the Battle Royal, right? People was like, "What's the rules for this?" AEW is a terrible Battle Royal company. Never come up with no Royal Rumble type shit, right? Which is
totally you gotta go around, and then when you pass go, you get $2, but then you have to pay the landlord.
Which is totally fine because they're a Casino Gauntlet company. They're that's their thing. That's their big signature match, right? Casino Gauntlets. It makes sense, and they do it well. But I actually hate AEW battle rules. That being said, though, Ricochet versus Bandito, we will be there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I said it sounds like I'm ragging on AEW, but honestly, clearly, they had a really great year. Today, the SI Awards came out. Very, very AEW heavy. They won Promotion of the Year. Debatable. They won Female Wrestler of the Year. They won Male Wrestler of the Year.
Undebatable.
I actually wrote the blurbs for Female and Male Wrestler of the Year. If anybody
wants why they're right. I didn't even know that part, but I'm like,
yeah, I wrote that. But you want to describe. I can actually give a little bit of insight into it. I will say I am probably the only, maybe one other person doesn't really watch WWE and mostly watch AEW other promotions than me, like on the entire staff. So I was expecting like my vote to be Hangman and everybody else choose somebody else. Just like, because that's typically how things like this work. I'll be honest, like in wrestling spaces, particularly a lot of outlets just skew more towards like the mainstream. When I heard Hangman, when I said, y'all voted for him? Somebody other than me. Like,
the people.
Wow. I said, and the thing is, even when it came down to match of the year, the only reason why he didn't win match of the year is because he split the vote because so many people were stuck between Hangman versus Ospreay and Hangman versus Moxley. And so the next highest match that had the most point total was the Io versus Rhea versus Bianca match. Here's the thing. I have no problem with women winning match of the year. I will never argue with that. I will never argue with that. Mystico was on my short list though. Like, because I think we would put like our top 5 down for male wrestler of the year. So Mystico was definitely in my short list. But yes, that great year. I mean, great. Great day, I guess, for AEW in that regard. For Hangman, Mercedes. Hangman also won storyline of the year as well. Which many are saying this.
Truly.
I mean, that's why I really, when I complain about the world title scene, it's not because I want Hangman to be champion. Don't get me wrong, I always want Hangman to be champion. But, I mean, Hangman FC, we really packed this year up. I mean, we took a lot home this year. We set a plan. I don't even really think we had a plan for real. I really had a lot of things happen that Hangman Voodoo hit different. There might have been another alternate plan. Let you know right now, we don't care.
We don't care.
We main evented the stadium tonight. I mean, this year. We won the Owen. We won the world title. We, took home wrestler of the year. Baltio Cowboy. I don't know what to tell you. Cowboy shit forever.
5 ever.
And we wrestled some classics. I know a lot of people don't have. I know a lot of y'all faves don't have those, but we have them over here.
All of my
classics. We're going to talk about that Hangman Ospreay match for a very long time. We're going to talk about Hangman versus Moxley for a very long time. Many have said this. So yeah, break down the tag team vote. Oh, it was really close. Really, really close. FTR won. I expected FTR won. Young Bucks and Brodito came very close. I think like they lost by like one. Like on my short list, I had Young Bucks 1, FTR 2, Brodito 3, Jet Speed 4, and 5 Knockout Brothers. Bro, turn your camera on so we can finish the show. Bro, come on.
This is your fault.
What'd I do? I voted for
you. You put FTR on that damn list.
Well, I had to pick a top 5.
So?
I mean, here's the thing. I am a hater, but I am also honest. FTR had a.
I don't feel a need to be both.
Well, you don't have to vote, sister. Well, the thing is, FTR had a fantastic year. I do think that the Young Bucks had a better year. That's all. I don't know. Danny, come on, so we can finish this, bro. You just
no. You know what you did. How could you choose them over me?
I didn't.
You did. That's what you did. You prioritized FTR over our friendship.
You never mind.
Tell them.
I'm not gonna say it's an Ayanna Van Zant quote that I was about to use.
Share.
It's these 2 girls, right? They started fighting over a guy, and she looks at them. She says, I can't believe this is happening. I hate to see stuff like this. You let a penis penetrate your friendship. A penis! That's all I got in my head just now when you just said that.
Oh my God. Wait. No. Guys, this has to be Monday because I just found out some really funny tea that I will share with the class. But yeah, I think everything else we'll try to cover on Monday. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm literally falling asleep.
Speaking of Monday, we're just going to put this information back up there. Lyric and Danny's Unfortunately Infinite Holiday Extravaganza that never ends for charity! ! Next Monday, December 22nd, 2025, 12 p.m. EST through 10 p.m. EST. You can find us at Black Girl Wrestling and at Lyric Swinton on YouTube, the same places that you watch this show. I already have the stream up on my YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and turn your notifications on to be able to log in and watch.
Me too, yeah, totally.
Oh, we're going to have to, when I call you later, go ahead and hook that up so you can go ahead and have the preview track. But and all proceeds will be donated to Feeding America and World Central Kitchen.
But if you love me more than you love Lyric, you will directly choose World Central Kitchen over her charity.
I don't know why she's making this a competition.
Everything's a competition.
Many are saying this, but if you don't want to wait until Monday, or if
do it now,
you can go ahead and do it now. So you can go to the website pledge.to/BGW-holiday-2025, or you can text BGW 2025 to 707070. Both of them open the same portal, do the same thing. And if you donate, you can split directly between both organizations, or you can give one or the other a little bit more. I don't really care. The biggest thing is feeding families in need during this holiday season. And I'm so excited. This was really important to me and to Danny to do this. And I'm always, it's been a really rough year. I don't think I'm missing saying that. I think it's been a rough year for both of us, but I'm a big believer that even when you don't have much yourself, it's always great to give freely with a giving heart. Life is fucked up, but at least we got a roof over our head, we got food on our table, and a lot of people can't say that, so
absolutely
we're going to be doing what we can to spread a little bit of holiday cheer in the meantime. If you are interested in joining us, if you have recommendations of people who should join us, if you know anybody super cool, famous, hot, you just
emphasis on hot.
Hit us up. Let us know. We'll send an invite, or you send an invite. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling this shit? Who's calling my phone? If any of you look like any character in Heated Rivalry, call me.
If you look like Ilya Rozanov, my number is 262.
No, oh God, God, do mean that evil bisexual Russian.
But yeah, besides that, guys, we got some. I'm so excited for the next guest of Black Girl Wrestling. It's gonna be some shit. I'm so excited. I think you guys are gonna love it.
I do know. Yes,
yeah, you do know.
Yeah, I do know who
it's gonna be so funny.
Awesome. Yeah, this might be.
I think it will be my funniest one yet. And I think a lot of our audience will also know who this person is. So I'm so excited to do that. So keep your eyes peeled. Got a couple more videos before the end of the year, so we're not done yet.
Yay!
At Black Girl Wrestling, at Black Girl Wrestling, at Black Girl Wrestling.
Correct. And if you want to read the SI Awards, you can find them. I retweeted them. What else have I done? Oh my gosh, I typically don't do TNA or WWE adjacent interviews, but I did make an exception last week. I interviewed Leon Slater, the current X Division champion. He's awesome. I talked to him for the first time 2 years ago when he was wrestling for Rev Pro. He was 18, and now he's taken over the world. He's awesome, and so I interviewed him about TNA media deal. And ahead of Saturday night's main event. He's fantastic.
He's truly great, and
truly, yeah.
British. Happens. It happens to the best of us. You met me at a very British time of my life.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. We will see you on Monday. Good night.
Did I tell you about that one time?
Nope. Mm-mm.
No, I'm glad. I wanted you to cut it off.
We're ending the stream. Good night. Yeah.